everybody. I want to wheeze them here a little bit right after 11:01 here Monday, October 19th. What we're going to do here is the base upgrades for Jet Vac. I've already talked to Buzz with him, and so I'm going to use Legendary to kind of introduce that quest. Should be pretty easy, but again, the quests with Buzz is one of the big reasons I'm going to go straight in and at least do the base upgrades for everyone. That way, as we progress through, we can complete those quests, get the rewards, and move on. So, just as a refresher, let me get to the spreadsheet. Big Jet Vac fan have been since Skylanders Giants, and what he has got is essentially, why do I have that down as 20 to 30? Oh, I guess it is 20 to 30. Okay, well, primary attack is 20 to 30. It's very trigger happy-ish in my opinion. For example, you'll see it eventually bounce. There we go. So it bounces. It's very difficult apparently to showcase the bouncing, but right there's a great spot. So we have 1, 2, basically, you know, 2 shots ricochets off. So I guess the 12 is when you go through something. So direct shot, you're going to do 20 standard, 30 critical. And apparently if you shoot through something, it will do slightly less damage. Yeah, note the 20 and then the 12. I don't think we caught that when we introduced him. Probably because we didn't have any legendary treasures to place down. So we should actually add that to the spreadsheet. So 20 to 30, and then 12 to 18. I'm just going to put subsequent, and if you wonder what that means, if you're looking at the spreadsheet, you need to watch the video. So, we could, in theory, set up some more items, but I don't want to do that. That's getting in, basically what I'm concerned about, going toe-to-toe with an enemy, 20 to 30, and then we just know that as an added bonus, or benefit, if you will, the 20 to 30 can go through the enemy, box stock, damage someone behind them at 12 to 18. So, now the secondary attack, this one should be familiar to you. As you can see, it's kind of got a modified vac pack. It kind of looks, you see more of like a turban and kind of like a streamlined teardrop design. Well, check this out. What it's called is it's the Jet Turban Vacuum. You can run it for about 5 seconds. And then there's essentially 7 to 11, 15 to 23, 17 to 25, 18 to 27, and 21 to 32. Going back, I don't quite remember that, but it runs for 5 seconds, so let's take a look. It will also, of course, still pick up the cash. That's why I haven't run into it. Dun dun dun, you can see the ones, that's us picking up the cash. 7s, 11s. Where were we getting? Oh, that must be if we're spitting stuff out, maybe? Let's run back up there. This is a refresher for me too. So the main thing though, we can do this, and how awesome is that? The reason he's got this hat on, it reminds me of that. I've always, since Jet Vac's been a thing, I've always talked about how much I have liked. Okay, I remember now. He basically just eradicates things when he spits them out. Sometimes. But the reason the hat's on there is because since I've talked of Jet Vac, I've always mentioned as a little kid. My grandma had this deck of cards with an eagle on it. It was like for the bicentennial, I guess. And it just had this like patriotic eagle, and it kind of had this top hat. And so that's sort of what it reminded me of. But you can kind of get a feel for the different numbers there. And he's basically just an eradication machine, if you will. So now though, we are ready to get rolling, and the first upgrade, if I'm remembering correctly, is the one that we really want because we need it for the quest. It's the tertiary. Let's confirm that.
Are you ready for a new magical
upgrade? Yeah, we are. So important to note, we've only acquired 2 wing sapphires. As many epic treasure chests and re-treasure chests as I've discovered in this game, and wish stones we've thrown, we've got 2 of them. So not a huge discount, you know, but whatever. Somersault, 480 is the price. Press Y to dash forwards. Enemies in the way will get kicked and damaged. I am beyond excited about this. I'm a huge fan of dash attacks. Why? They do damage and they add speed. That's right. So, kind of Blue's Clues there. Let's just take it one at a time. I'm gonna fire it off. Let's get away from all this stuff. I want to see it in the open. Oh, that's nice. It's sort of like a slow-mo type deal, almost like a finish him, you know, Mortal Kombat type thing. Let's get an angle facing us. It's almost like he just got like snipped in the butt or something, is almost the way he's jumping. I was kind of picturing like more of like a, you know, flying kick type of thing, but it looks just like the thumbnail. So the question now is, what damage does it do? It's gonna be cool nonetheless, because it does move you quicker. I mean, if I want to go A to B, I'm gonna run around and then I'm firing it off as quick as I can.
Of the life element can enter this gate.
It's pretty cool. It looked like it was doing 15 there, but it's almost like he just gets, like, literally, you know, nipped or something. And he's like, ow, you know. So yeah, I think 15 to 23 is what we're gonna have. Although there was a 17 one. Not 26. Okay, now it's really cool. Point blank range, he seems to do like this backflip thing. Well, that didn't work out like I thought it would. Let's go against this wall right here. Well, let's go against the dummy. See the little backflip? That's pretty cool, right? So it's 17 on the kick, and then 15 when we're landing. I'm trying to see what's going on. Now let's come in from a farther distance. Still 17 and then 15. Okay. So if you just land it, I guess you get like 15. Okay. And if you're in close enough, you can get like the extra bonus. So 17 to 26 impact, and then 15 to 23 landing. That's what we'll call that. I think it makes sense. If it doesn't, watch again. Close quarters and land. And then if we're from a too far a distance, then we don't kind of get like, look at the wings that were added too. That's kind of a cool deal. Well, it's too far away, but from here we should do 15. Boom, shakalaka. Now, if we do that, can we fire? No, sadly, that would be too OP, I guess. Now let's jump and try it. Can't do it. That would have been really cool, and add maybe some like aerial, you know, downforce damage type of a deal. Just saying. But cool nonetheless, and we can crank his quest out pretty quick.
And bring you the magical upgrades.
If I'm not mistaken, we'll try it at the end of the video with a Greeble. But when I got the supercharged challenge for the Shark Tank, Shark Shooter Terraform's vehicle, and we went through there, I specifically used the street swimming ability there, and then in the land vehicle test area, if you will, whatever that's officially called. And you can actually count that, which I didn't know if you could or not. It's cool, you can. I'm kind of torn on it. In one way, it seems like you'd have to go through the level, but on the other way, it's like you gotta grind through some of these, and it's nice to be able to do it elsewhere. So anyway, we'll test it out against the Greebles. And next up, though, for 672 is better blade bounces. Fans bounce more times. Now, I don't have anything definitive on this. I mean, we saw like 2 times, you know, so he looks pretty sinister, decked out with that hat and the wings, man. That's a good look for him. Well, let's make sure we're doing 20 to 30. Oh, 25, hello, that's new. So that should be 25 to 38 unadvertised bonuses right there. Thanks, Strategy Guide, for not providing any useful insights on that. 25 to 38, that means that our through the glass damage, I guess that's what we'll call it here. 23, wow. Oh, okay, so 15 to 23 though, still a big deal. 25 to 38, 15 to 23, I guess subsequent. I don't know, that's still hard to word. Through the glass makes perfect sense coming through the healing elixir, right? I mean, now it's like through the treasure chest. No one's gonna know what that means. So, can we still shoot in the air? Oh yeah. And it's bouncing pretty good. Let's come over here. We saw them 1, 2, and off. So we'll just kind of go in this tight corridor here. Oh yeah, we got an extra bounce there. That's like, what, 4 bounces, I think? So maybe double the bounces. Again, that's not a huge deal to me. I guess it is overall, because if you wind up doing even just a little bit extra damage, it's kind of a big deal. And for example, I mean 1, 2, well, there you go. Oh, and it does trail down even after the 23. So 25. Okay, we should have the Hand of Fate, the Sky Diamond, the Treasure Chest, and then the Dummy, if this trails off correctly. Which it didn't that time. Yeah. You see what I'm talking about there? Kinda. It doesn't seem to register a hit on the Hand of Fate when it does go, but the Sky Diamond, 2538, Treasure Chest, 1523, and then the Dummy is technically going to be, what, 7 to 11? So, 25, 38, 15, 23, 7 to 11. We'll go ahead and add that. Now, that might have been a thing prior with Standard, but again, I guess the extra bounce, or I guess just traveling through, I'm not sure if that's what the game means. It's kind of difficult to know sometimes. But nonetheless, you saw what it did, and it's pretty awesome. Let's continue.
Hello, Extremely, once again.
Yes.
So
I would
happy
like to
to
meet
dance
someone
with
that
you,
talks like
even
Persephone
in
in
this
real
time
life.
of
Not
great
necessarily
turmoil
the
and
accent,
danger.
just like the minced words, you know, just like, I don't know, like way too many adjectives and modifiers kind of out of place. It would be interesting. Sounds like something that would happen on an airplane, you know, but another story, another time. Lots of crazy things go down on airplanes. Hurricane Hurrah, speaking of airplanes, 864 with our discount. Hold X to charge up a hurricane, release to unleash it, and damage any enemies in its path. Fantastic. Hurricanes are good, hence Hurricane Jet Vac, right? So, what's his namesake? Let's hope it's good. Alright, let's take a gander at this. Well, can't really do it here. I don't want to see the damage, I just want to see the attack. So. Oh, and I can fly with this? Really? Oh, hello. That is cool. Alright, let's get a feel for that again. So, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And then you can just kind of... Okay. So, I'm going to say 2-second charge. And then you can do this little like hover thing for how long. We're going to count the hover this time.
Woohoo!
6 seconds is what I'm getting. Let's do it again. Yeah, 6 seconds there. And then the hurricane, how long does it last? We should have done it that time.
Woohoo!
7 to 8 seconds. So 6-second hover, 8-second hurricane, and now the damage numbers are what we want to pick up on. So let's make sure we're doing the same damage. At 25, we are. Alright, so 25 there. Now, let's do the hover mode here. Okay, so no damage from hover mode. That kind of changes things. Alright, so I thought hover mode would do damage. I don't know if it would swirl enemies. We'll test it later. You like maybe just keep the Greeble spin cycle or something like that. Anyway, let's just release one now. Alright, so 5 to 8, 7 times. Catch is, that was a really quick charge, and I'm thinking that it ran roughly the same time frame as the previous, so let's just charge one up all the way. Well, basically what I mean by that is this is going to time out. We'll be at point blank range. 10 hits. Alright, so 5 to 8, 10x being your maximum. 5 to 8, 10x max. So obviously, if you shoot from a distance out and it hones in on an enemy, you might not get the full 10 hits, but if you're point blank range, you could see as many as 10 hits. So, kind of give it or take a little bit. Final base upgrade coming up.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
Oh, yeah. Make them soar. Let's play on words there. Soar as in pain, not soar as in sky, flight type. SOAR versus SORE. 1152 is our price. Somersault attacks do more damage, kicking and screaming. So this is cool because this is what we need to use on our quest anyway. So mowing through 20 enemies with this thing is going to be easier as it does increase damage.
Hey, just what I needed.
Like I said, he looks really good there. Now we've got Blade Vac, And then we have got Hurricane Hawk. So we'll make our choice later on after we've kind of played around with these base upgrades. Those will be standalone videos, and then we'll kind of highlight his quest. Some other things, we'll just kind of see how it all pans out. But make them soar. Let's see if it looks different. The wings look roughly the same. Oh yeah, it looks better. It's kind of got like more of a force from propulsion. He moves quicker too. Now the landing looks to still be 15. Well, we're actually doing a 5 and then a 15. Yeah, let's see what we get point blank range though. 20 and then a 15. So I'll take that. So 20 to 30. Now, how did we phrase that? Somersault 20 to 30 impact. And then the landing is still going to be 15 to 23, it looks like. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 20 to 30 impact, 15 to 23 on the landing. And then, of course, we have that funky little 5 coming in. Let's take a look at some landing-only damage here. If we can hit it. Okay. So, it looks pretty cool, too. He's quite the acrobat now. Somehow we're firing off like 1 foot at 5, 1 foot at 15, sort of a deal. So, I'm not seeing that on the dummy, though. There's a critical. Still can't fire it off from the air, unlike this, which is so freaking awesome. I do that all the time, even when I'm not recording. As I'm running around getting cash and stuff, I'll just randomly, like stop and do this. Anytime I fight enemies, that's pretty much what I do with Jet Vac. Yeah, so, but I do like this because, again, it's sort of like a propulsion move, so kind of a non-conventional dash attack. It sort of looks a little strange, but hey, gets the job done, so that's what we care about the most.
Soldier! You do your training today.
We have Summer Assault, and he doesn't have anything. We'll talk to him in a second, so let's Summer Assault this fool. This gives you an idea of what it looks like, against an enemy. I don't want him to get knocked out of the arena. We want to polish him off here. I think we finally got our crit. So, interesting thing though, there doesn't seem to have been any upgrades at all to our suction gun. He's still not dead yet. Alright, let's do a landing only damage now. Still 20. So point blank range. Now run way over here. Chain a few together. Escape, escape, eat food, pounce. Alright. So it's a lot of fun, but it's getting kind of old not having this guy dead yet. Trying to be nice. Okay, just screw him. We're knocking him out. Alright, so it does count. So you can literally just stand here and do that 19 times and be done with it. So that is convenient. That's it. I'll probably run him through some levels. I kind of like the real combat. Plus the chompies die quicker. If you did that here 20 times, that would kind of get annoying. I guess you could soften them up first with your blades and then do so. But we got that going. Let's spawn in another little guy here and try to hit him with some ricochets. Kind of hard to do that, but you get a good look at the blades. Let's actually shoot through him. I was hoping it would shoot through him and then ricochet back. But anyway, I mean, you get the idea. There's some 40s in there too I've never seen before. Not sure what's up with that, but again, they ricochet, they bounce, they do extra damage. They're pretty fantastic. Now we want to do the hurricane. So hurricane hurrah, I guess. Get me. Okay, so it picks him up too. It's pretty cool. Charging it up. Whoa. I'm hitting the Nintendo X buttons. Nephew and I played Skylanders yesterday on the Nintendo. So yeah, that'll move them around now. Let's see. I want to see if he can hit us when we charge this thing up. Let's take a swing, you nut. He kind of seems to get pulled away, so I guess he might be immune. I don't know about larger, tougher enemies, but let's get 3 going. You get the idea. I mean, you can kind of manipulate and control things. Soften them up, and then come in. Somersault. I think the somersault will be like a more menacing and meaningful attack in-game, not here at the training grounds necessary, but that's it. This is Hurricane Jet Vac. These are his base upgrades. Let's go ahead and talk to Buzz and see what he says now.
Jet Vac, I'm still waiting to see you show off your somersault ability. Ha-ha!
You can't somersault through a hurricane, so that's pretty cool. So we've got a few more times we can fire that stuff off. I might come in and crank out High Volt. I'm really wanting to get his base upgrades going. Why? So we can complete the quest as we play, that's why. So might just do that, but again, Hurricane Jet Vac looking promising. The Blade Vac is going to use the Turbine Jet Vacuum to create powerful vortexes, and then the Hurricane Hawk is improved wind power. So I don't know, we'll have to kind of evaluate those. Let me come down here and make sure our secondary attack is still the same. Make sure we didn't miss anything on it. Yeah, it's still the same. So let's make sure it's 5 seconds. Yeah, so no changes there. Hopefully there's a path or an upgrade or something that'll kind of address that. But we are ready now to crank out his quest from Buzz. We'll be working on that simultaneously. As we go through, we'll be getting them some more cash so we can take him down the paths. The cool thing with Hurricane Jet Vac, we've got Legendary Hurricane Jet Vac, so we can take both paths. We don't have to pick and choose. That is always nice. And then since we have the jet stream, we can actually come in, we can do a supercharge challenge, we can get the vehicle introduced properly, all that good stuff. So it should be a good time. That said, as always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on Hurricane Jet Vac. Are you enjoying his somersault challenge? Do you find it cumbersome, or do you just go eradicate some chompies in chapter 1? Whatever you do, let me know. And that's it. We will come in. I guess I won't do legendaries, base upgrades. We'll just save them for the paths, I suppose. So might come in. I'll do that probably immediately too, and then I'll sort of have him talk to Buzz. I think I'm gonna buy somersault and then talk to Buzz, so we can kind of see if he treats it differently than with Terrapin, where I talked to him before we had it. And the same thing here with Hurricane Jet Vac standard form. I talked to Buzz before we had the upgrade, so I think Legendary, I'll come in off camera and go through his base upgrades here, and then what we will do is I will actually go talk to Buzz after we've bought Somersault and see if he like changes his dialogue or anything. So I'll try to do that when we have multiple characters, Stealth Elf, Dark Stealth Elf, etc. So think that covers everything. Again, the research will be coming out. However, with these quests, I think I'm going to try to make it a priority to get the base upgrades done for pretty much everybody as soon as the cash allows from in-game currency. And by doing that, we can, like I said, knock out their quests as we go. And then we'll focus on the paths later on as we get to it. So for now, the chapter mode, that stuff will still be coming. I just kind of want to get these base upgrades going. So we'll do a few, then we'll probably burn through some chapters, see what we can pull off. But once again, thanks for watching. SkylanderClub.com. Check out the Skylander Club forum. If you like what you see there, sign up. We'd love to have you. My personal site, oneofweezem.com, been doing some updates there, as well as on my YouTube channel. I've kind of been tweaking the front page there a bit, so check that out if you have not. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you back here for more Skylanders SuperChargers research.